Hello, everyone. Welcome to tip number 19, day number 19 of the 30 days, 30 tips, how to quit sugar. My name is Sippy Livna. I'm a nurse and certified food addiction counselor and your host for this 30-day challenge. And yesterday, tip number 18, we talked about snacking. But let's face it, most people who are thinking about or interested in quitting sugar, usually it will be for weight loss or maybe for some kind of metabolic problem like diabetes or high blood pressure or something like that, or somehow they're feeling like their bad eating habits are not exactly where they want to be when it comes to the food. So if yesterday we talked about snacking, actually, I'm going to talk today about the fact that when you quit sugar, you don't really need to snack. One of the things that I recommend to my clients, and it's actually one of the pillars or principles of my program, GPS to Sugar Free, is to eat meals and to live your life in between them. That doesn't mean that having a small meal, right? Let's say if you have a long time between lunch and dinner and you want a small meal to get you through those hours, that's cool. But this like kind of like grazing, like putting a bowl of vegetables in front of the computer and for hours, just like snacking on celery sticks and carrots, that's really not good for you. And the truth is, when you quit sugar and flour, you really don't need to, because what happens is that you start feeling properly full from food and you're not hungry during the day if you eat proper meals during the day. So the point is to eat really good meals and then in between the meals to live your life and let the food be something you deal with when you're eating a meal, and then in between meals just live your life, right? And then you don't have to. And that's what really like frees your mind from the obsession around sugar addiction and food addiction. So it's really, really important to eat well during the meals. Eat lots of protein, don't skip on fat, and of course vegetables should be covering. I recommend, actually it should be covering 2/3 of your plate, and I also recommend to begin eating your food with vegetables. But the idea about eating really good meals is very important. And then people say, yeah, but then you have to food prep and spend a long time in the kitchen and blah, blah, blah. And I always remind my clients when they say this, or for people, if you feel like if you've already quit sugar and you're getting kind of sick of always having to take your food with you and prepare your meals in advance and whatever it is, just remember what the alternative is. Because the truth is, if you could, right, not deal with food or not have to like really be busy with food and be able to eat healthy, you wouldn't need to think about quitting sugar because you would be able to eat healthy in moderation without making an effort. But if you think about what's the alternative, and this is something I talked about at the beginning of this challenge, right? What's the alternative? Is if the alternative is spending some time prepping food, taking your meals with you, making sure that your meals are ready, then you have to spend like a half hour, 40 minutes a day, or maybe like one morning or one afternoon food prepping and then freezing. But the alternative is being obsessed and busy 24/7 about food. Should I eat it? Should I not eat it? Am I being a good girl or a bad girl? Is it gaining weight or not? How many calories did it have? What did I do? And all that. Like I call it the washing machine on spin in your brain. So actually, it is true that you do have to invest some time in meal preps, but if you eat proper meals, it actually frees up a ton of time and thinking energy, and it also prevents the evening snacking. So that is my tip for you today. Eat proper meals, eat well during the meals, and then live your life in between. See you tomorrow for the next tip. Bye-bye.